is happening in our country? It's 2:53 a.m. in Walmart parking lot, and there are so many people who are sleeping in their cars. And, you know, I'm not trying to get up on, you know, too close up on anyone's car and put anyone out there, but, like, yeah, I noticed that it was a lot of people.
Y'all, guess what happened? So, my mortgage just went up. My mortgage just went up to $2,500. They just ran my analysis, my escrow analysis, and I wasn't even gonna look at it, but someone told me, like, just look at it, because I already knew I was negative because of what? Because of the fucking taxes. And because I have a shortage in my escrow. Thank you, City of Chicago. Thank you so much for making it even harder on fucking homeowners.
Americans are just tapping out. I mean, we're seeing this over and over and over again. And in her situation, it's the politicians. It's taxes, insurance. Things just keep going up and people are having a hard time. I want you to comment down below if you're having a hard time or how you're getting by or if this is affecting you. We're going to watch these videos. We're going to discuss some of these topics. There's a lot going on here. Let's go.
Say, oh, I'm actually going to a job interview. Don't you already have a job? Yeah, but I actually need a second job. Oh, aren't you a nurse? Like, don't you have a career? Yeah, I do have a career. I've actually been a nurse for 13 years, but I am currently 12 minutes away from a job interview so I can have a second job because I live in a state with a data center, and that data center has run our electric bills up so high that literally in the middle of winter one month, it was $800. It was $800.
This is a really sad thing that's going on with data centers where everybody is pretty much just seeing their bills go up because of these data centers. And I often wonder too, with the whole green initiative and making everybody go out electrical, and they knew that data centers were on the horizon and everybody was going to be affected by the price of electricity going up. Was this all planned? I'm wondering, how is a lot of this planned?
And 2 months ago, when it was really, really, really cold, it was $400. And that was us not having the heat on. It was really just lights and, you know, maybe TV from time to time. I don't have a TV in my living room, and I don't watch TV in the bedroom. So really all I can imagine is that that's just the cost of living. So I guess now, you know, as a career woman with a bachelor's degree, I have to have a second job. And maybe that'll pay for it. Oh, and also, do you know how much daycare is? It's $25,000 a year if I'd like to have a daycare that is open in congruence with hospital hours because I work 12-hour shifts.
And it's like, you never see your children. You work. You never see your kids. Somebody else is raising your kids. I feel that way a lot. The cost of daycare is terrible. If you can even find good daycare. If you can even get on the list.
I love this for me. Yeah, this is not like a second job where I'm going to have like all this fun money. It's a second job so that I can literally afford groceries. I can literally afford bills, gas at this point, and to feed my son. And maybe I'd like to sign him up for soccer. That's actually like on my list of goals.
Man, you know, families, they're having a hard time. Everything has gone up out of control so fast. I mean, breakneck fast, and nobody can keep up. Look, it's okay. Take a breath. Trying to calm down. I mean, you know, we're seeing this first lady struggle with her mortgage, and the amount of escrows that have exploded because if you buy a house that's brand new and they haven't assessed the property yet, that'll happen the next year. Where it was being taxed as a vacant piece of property, now it's got a home on it, and it's just going to accelerate its property taxes. And especially in some of these big cities, ones that don't have homestead exemption, things like that, they can cap your taxes. They're just going to go for the throat. And it's so sad what they do to the people that are trying hard, and when they don't do to the people that aren't trying hard. You know, and it's just throughout the comments, everybody saying the exact same thing is happening to them.
What's up, y'all? Breaking mother news. Gas is motherfucking $5.79. And if you got a diesel motherfucking car, it is $8.87, Trump. Trump, ain't no way you starting a war with them motherfucking people. We need...
I don't think many people were prepared for gas to double. within weeks, you know? And there's no end in sight. It's like when I was making the videos on the Iran war, I said they have no plan. This is not going to be a short war. Like, and here we are. Well, we a couple months in now, a month. It's crazy. And there's no end in sight. Nobody's got a plan. It's just going to get worse.
I'm going to show you how much money I have in my bank account, and it's not a lot. But I do want to preface with this that a lot of people in America are experiencing this. A lot of people live like this. This is their regular lives. I am that family that makes just enough that we don't qualify for like food stamps and stuff like that, but still living paycheck to paycheck. Being on maternity leave, most places in the US do not pay you. I'm an elementary teacher in a public school district, and I get paid so little that my children receive free and reduced lunch. Having a job that requires a degree that I went into major debt, am in major debt for. This is what my bank account looks like. $6.84. We have a mortgage. We have 3 kids. Things are tight, we make it work. And this is what it's like for a lot of people. A lot of those lower, technically middle class, but lower middle class people.
You know, it shouldn't be that way. And in many school districts, especially where I'm at, it's like the school board has no idea how to fix it. The school system has fallen so fast, one, because good teachers have left. They're just fed up with the system. And the money has left the system. People are choosing private schools or homeschooling because of the curriculum they forced on parents. And they're just like, how do you fix this? And I feel my heart goes out to all the teachers. A lot of them are switching over to the private sector, getting away from the school board, the school district. And I don't know what the answer or the future of education is. Comment down below if you know. We really got to have a discussion on how to fix this, because politicians have no idea how to fix it. Politicians, they're good idea fairies and they're bloated budgets that wind up helping nobody.
Afford anything in this economy. I don't know. I think the same thing every day. I think it's pretty much, we rent everything. We don't own anything. Everyone's renting their cars, renting their apartments, renting their houses. Everyone has multiple credit cards. They're probably all maxed out. They're taking out loans. Pretty much that, or you're so sick of.
I mean, that's the future. You'll own nothing. Many people don't want to own anything, but you can't accumulate any type of wealth never owning anything. I mean, at least having an S&P 500 account, something in a brokerage that's going to track inflation, because they're going to dilute your money out. You'll own nothing, and the only way to hedge yourself is to own real assets.
I'm so sick of how expensive it is to just live. Before I left work, I had to make sure I bought tickets to my kids' musical for school. And I'm going both nights, and then my parents and my husband's parents are going one night, and then we're going as a family one night. So I just paid for those tickets. For all those tickets all together, it was like $62 or something like that, 62. And then I left work. I got my kids to school. I had to get gas. I was on E. My gas light was on. I had busy like for the rest of the evening after I wake up after sleeping. So I was like, let me just do it. It just cost $78 to fill my tank. I do have like a mid-size SUV. I have a Chevy Traverse. But literally before this day has even started, I have now spent $140. How the freak do you sustain life anymore? I don't know. It's so frustrating how expensive everything is. It's like every time you turn around, there's like something else to pay for, and I know that's being an adult, and I know that's life. But it's so frustrating. $78 to fill my tank. That's a record. That's the most it's ever cost me to fill my tank since I've gotten this car.
They've designed the economy this way, that the money has to keep circulating. They don't want people to save money. They want to keep creeping it up, and they want to keep starting wars and spend the money, and it goes right back up to the top. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. They've created this system where this is the way it is. I mean, every time I go out the door, it's $200. Like I just went out the door to go to the grocery store, and by the time I came back, I was like, oh, I need, something for my truck. I need this. I need, lunch. And it's like all that's $100 now. What do you think? Comment down below.
Our spending, because everything's up. Gas is up. Groceries are high. Everything. And we're saying we're getting more intentional about our spending. For me, it's going to be eating out. I'm only eating out once a week because it adds up fast. So what are you reducing? Are you eating out less? Are you cutting back on subscriptions, shopping less, traveling less, being more intentional about those online purchases? Are you skipping those little inconvenient purchases that could add up? What spending habits are you tightening up on?
I'll tell you what mine are. I don't go out to eat. I really don't go many places. I eat at home as much as I can. If I drink a beer, it's at home. I have a new rule. I don't leave the house if I'm drinking. Like it's like I do everything at home. I drink my own coffee at home. I've done this too. I decided to order everything off Amazon or online with free shipping than to go get it. Because if you factor in gas time, wear and tear on your car, you know, really the time factor of going across town to find a $10 item or a pair of shoes, when I can just have it delivered. And I really don't buy anything. I haven't bought clothes in I don't know how long. If I do to get something, I try to get it secondhand, or I try to, you know, even if it's a pair of golf clubs, secondhand. I really don't do many recreational things that much that aren't free. You know, go to the gym, work out, things that are just, you know, low cost environment. We do everything at home. And you know what? It's a lot more peaceful because it's chaotic out there. It's dangerous out there.
I personally am tired of paying for things that are overpriced, so in 2026, we are cutting back on our spending significantly. And here is a list of things that we are no longer going to be spending our money on for this year. I'm not getting my nails done. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to pay over $100 to get my nails done. I value the service. I think it's great. It's something I just can't afford anymore. So I'm just going to have like regular nails. I'm going to do my nails at home, growing them out, just having plain nails. It's going to be what it is. Cocktails at restaurants outside of happy hours.
If you're a dude or a woman, you can cut your own hair, save a ton of money. I did the long math on cutting my own hair since I was 20. Saved about $20,000. It's crazy. Put that S&P 500 account from the time you're 18 to whenever, and you got a retirement checked almost.
I am not paying $15 for a cocktail. I'm sorry. Not when I have a husband at home who can make a cocktail at home for me, and it will be just as good. It's just not worth it to me anymore to spend what should be what a meal costs on a drink, like a fun little drink. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
And I love a fun little drink, but I cannot justify it anymore. Never paid for food delivery because we're like, we can just go pick food up, but we're definitely not paying for food delivery in 2026. We have the means, we have the time, we have the transportation. We'll be going to pick food up if we are ordering food out at all. But on that note, we are eating out a lot less. We are not eating out unless we have like gift cards, unless we have like Amex credits to spend. Unless we have a deal, unless we're eating at happy hour prices, like we're just not doing it.
One of the best things I ever did was start taking my food everywhere. And when we travel, the four of us, the three of us, we take a cooler, we stop at rest stops, we have a nice picnic, go to the restroom. The only time we stop other than that is for gas. And we save so much money on a trip by taking our own sandwiches, and we eat better, and we're not in a rush.
Only eating deals this year. Same with coffee out. We are not getting coffee out. Not that we really got coffee out that much to begin with, but I've certainly cut back on like the minuscule amount I was doing. Only getting coffee out if we have gift cards. And that's just the way it's going to be this year. We have a latte maker at home. If I really wanted like a nice syrupy coffee, I can just make it here. I'm also not going to get anything out that I can make just as well at home. And so those two things for me are quesadillas. I can make a bomb ass quesadilla at home, so I'm never going to spend money out on that. And pizza. Honestly, there is one pizza that we splurge on sometimes because it is the greatest pizza in Richmond, Virginia, called Zorch. Look it up. It's so good. So we will spend like occasionally, very special occasion on that. But other than that, we're not buying pizza out. I can make a great pizza at home. We are making pizza at home. We're not doing live music experiences in 2026. Like, we're not going to concerts. We're not going to be shelling out $200 for nosebleeds. We're just not doing it this year.
And the beers are like $10 a pop, $15 a pop. It's wild.
That's over for us now. It actually feels insane to me to pay $200 to sit in the nosebleeds to see a concert at this point in my life. I can't. And I love live music. I love going to see my favorite artists. I'm a huge music person. But no, we are cutting back on fun activities. Like we used to go to Topgolf a lot to do their morning deal. We are not doing that anymore. We used to have passes to our local theme park. We're not doing that anymore. Plus parking costs $40 there. We are doing free and low cost activities in 2026. I cannot justify shelling out a ton of money for things. There are also people who really like to go to Disney World. We're not doing that this year because we've been priced out, quite frankly.
And, you know, Disney World was one of the only places you could feel safe. Like, your family could feel safe. Like, you didn't have to worry about somebody stealing your stroller. But the price of it just keeps going up, getting astronomical. They've cut, like, a lot of the things. And it's so big that parking and travel and walking, like, you walk yourself to death. But my wife loves it.
We are taking small vacations only this year, like small, low budget, little trips. We used to be able to afford quick trips to Disney. Now we can't. And that's just the way it is. I am not buying soda for the house. I don't really drink soda inside the house anyway. That's like a going to the movies treat, but sometimes I will buy cans to have. But I just saw the price of what like a 24 pack of soda costs now. No, we're not doing that. If I really want soda, I think this is actually good. I will force myself to drive to Costco to get like the 50-cent soda. because then I have to really think about if I want the soda or not. And if I do, I have an option. I can go buy a cheap soda at Costco, but like I have to drive all the way there. I have to check in. I have to go through Costco. So if I really want it, I can have it, but then I'm not just grabbing for it. So no more buying soda because I'm not paying $13 for a 20.
I mean, you got to factor in your time on that one, because with gas, you paid more than just buying the Coke outright.
I know that energy prices are high. My electric bill that I just received is, I'm feeling faint, I'm feeling sick over it. And I know that electric prices are really high, especially in the DMV area. For context, we live in I think under 700 square foot unit. This December, our electric bill has been really high. When we first got this really high electric bill and our kilowatts like went up, I immediately messaged our landlord and I was like, something is wrong. We need to figure this out. Turns out our emergency heat was on, whatever. We kept getting stuck with this. They didn't replace the HVAC system until 2 weeks ago. Our recent electric bill that I just got today is $680. $680. Called Pepco. I've asked for the history of this unit. They can't give it to me, which makes sense. Security reasons. I am feeling like I don't know up from right, left from down. I don't know what to do. Our landlord knows about this problem and I just like, we keep getting stuck with this huge bill. But also part of me is like, I feel like if the HVAC system isn't working, it's not our fault. Like, I don't know what to do. And that is why I'm feeling frustrated and I'm feeling almost a little bit gaslit because we just kept getting met with the same like scenario that is like, well, energy prices are just high. And I'm like, there's just no way that it is like 600 and like something is wrong. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So do I need to move out of this apartment? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I tell you two things. We're subsidizing these data centers with us paying the power. You know, we're paying for the distribution. Our taxes are paying for all the things to get these data centers up and running, the roadways and everything that they're expanding. The assessments are coming. And if you ever buy a house, look at the past, make them provide you the past electrical bills. Because some houses are terrible with their electricity. I bought some houses, I was shocked that the electrical bill was that high. And you've got an old unit, you've got leaky rooms, you've got, you know, roofs that aren't insulated very well. And the next thing you know, it's 80 degrees in the house and you got the AC running 24/7. It's hard to fix. But make sure before you go in to rent a property that you're looking at the utility bill, because that'll come back to get you.
I don't understand why some people have it so much easier in life than others. Why some people like myself, no matter how hard we try to get ahead in life, we just have one hurdle after another. Why some of us struggle so much. Why certain things affect us mentally more than others. Other people, I don't know. Not been a good week. It's not been a good year. Every time I feel like something good's gonna happen, 3 bad things happen.
There's so many videos like this out there on the internet right now, and I just wonder, is it the economy? Is it, you know, are we just not used to hard times? Are we in hard times? Government says we're not in hard times. Well, know your thoughts down below. The difference is some jump the hurdles while others complain about them. I've often wondered, like, how does other people have, you know, the pretty girlfriend, all these things, and you're like, you know, big houses, the big cars, and you're like, man, I don't have those. I wonder why. Should I, you know, cry about this? Or do I have to find a way? And a lot of people will say, well, in the richest country in the world, we shouldn't have to suffer for X, Y, and Z. But also our level of living is higher than everywhere else and more expensive. Like, houses used to not be this big. They used to not have HVACs. They used to not have hot water. Like I think I saw a thing the other day that 50, 60 years ago, hot water, hot showers, the last generation didn't even have those. And I just wonder, you know, are we complaining or are we complaining? You know, what's your thoughts? Comments down below.
What's happening in our country? It's 2:53 a.m. in Walmart parking lot, and there are so many people who are sleeping in their cars. And, you know, I'm not trying to get up on, you know, too close up on anyone's car and put anyone out there, but like, yeah, I noticed that it was a lot of people sleeping in their cars in the Walmart parking lot. And I know that the rent prices are like crazy right now. So anybody who's, you know, I don't know, trying to figure out where they're gonna stay, just know that Walmart will allow you to park your car here overnight, and they won't tow it. They won't tow it. They won't call the cops. Like, anybody can sleep in Walmart's parking lot. Just FYI.
This is something I'm seeing a lot now. People living in parking lots in their cars. And there's no real place to park for free and not get hassled by the police or crime or all these things. If you're just having a bad week and you've lost everything, what do you do? Where do you go? And we're seeing more and more people just living in parking lots and then going to their job. Comment down below if you know about this, if you're in this situation. We can all learn from each other in the comment section. And I want to keep this discussion going because we've got to hold politicians accountable for creating such a bad course of events on all of us. I mean, this is something that inflation got us, policy got us. Politicians live in gated communities away from all of us. The sheriff lives in gated communities away from all of us. And then they look at us when we say there's problems. But that's all I got. Comment down below. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate on the Gulf Coast of Florida, Alabama, my email is down below. I'd be happy to help you. If you need an agent anywhere in the country, I'd be happy to refer you on to my network, because that can be pretty stressful to find a real estate agent. I'll see you guys later.